All right, we did it. We survived. Another day, another dollar. Though this time I pass on the mini breakfast burritos. Oh, it's already the next day, okay. After how bad they messed me up during PE yesterday, I don't want my stomach to endure that torture again. Instead, I just got a few hash browns from a fast food joint by my metro. I idly scroll through my feed as I usually do, while the metro jostles about to my destination. It's been a few days now, and the strange scent of extremely cheap detergent and alcohol have become an afterthought. Some of the vines are actually plastic. The flowers are little air fresheners. Oh! Okay, interesting. That's not actually something I noticed. More so witnessed when a passenger tried eating one. Some of the vines are real though. For some reason, they go untouched as always. Anyways, maybe they're just not tasty. Vegetarians don't eat the grass in their lawns after all. Right? Huh. Oh. Hello, sir. Anyways, the lights have gone out and someone just dropped a wrecking ball next to me. Must be Mr. Ferris. Oh. Good morning, Inco. Good morning. Has work been going fine? It has. Slowly, but I'm very thorough. I hate the idea of a place of learning not being an ideal place to learn. And I appreciate our talks. Your perspective has really helped me understand the student body more. You're welcome. Hey, have you given any more thought to the fashion thing? I have, although I can't say I really get it. There's plenty to see everywhere if you just look around. Really? Like what? Well, like, look at that girl on the other end of the car there. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's rather revealing. I don't think that's really for me. I love my wife. I just mean as an example. Well, there's an event coming up. I could see about trying something new. What would you recommend? That's a good question. What would be good to use here? In my inner eye, I conceptualize the coolest possible Mr. Ferris. The fresh machine is going full throttle. First, sunglasses. Oh, look at... We got ourselves a government stooge here all of a sudden. His eyes may be a little too far apart for that. However, beanie. Ooh. Moving on. Big guns, fresh jackets. Oh, look at this guy. There we go. The coolest possible Ferris. Dot dot dot. Mr. Inco. Sorry, just thinking. Why don't you start with... What do we start him off with? Sunglasses was our first idea. The sunglasses do go with the suit currently. I don't believe the beanie would be very good with it right now, so we're gonna go Radical Frosted Glass Dime Room Sunglasses, Cotton Refab Beanie number 27, Malcolm Seasonal Crossprint Jackets. Go with the sunglasses. Really now? Those all sound rather expensive. Yeah, they are. You know what? Try a gold chain necklace. What? Yeah, just make sure it's appropriately sized so it doesn't look silly. I'm sure it would go a long way, and they're pretty cheap to get. Well, alright. I'll take your word for it. We should talk about fashion a lot, though. Is that really all everything's about these days? Oh, of course not. What do you want to know about? What's YOLO mean? I've heard that term thrown around recently. That was like 5 years ago, man. Oh. This poor guy, bless his heart. Mr. Ferris and I talk more about contemporary urban slang until we arrive at our stop. ... Ah, yes, photography. Ah, art. Never mind. Mr. Iadakan had just started talking about our first project of the class for the class. As soon as he said the word, Olivia's hand had shot up. Ah, look at that. She's all smiles right now. Her gray eyes sparkled in excitement, and a smile threatened to crush the perpetual frown etched on her snout. The girl vibrates in her seat as she waves her arm in the air, trying to get the teacher's attention. Iadakan's own smile was strained as he and Olivia engaged in a staring contest with one another. I could only marvel as the two argued with each other without a single word. Eventually, Iadakan won by turning off the lights and turning on the cheap projector hanging from the ceiling, and playing a safety video about paint that felt far too graphic for a school setting. There's safety videos about paint? I mean, I guess don't eat it, but who's gonna eat paint? It might be necessary to have safety videos for paint. I don't think I'll be able to eat barbecue for a while. What is up with her? Thoroughly defeated, Olivia crosses her arms and pouts in her seat. And that is why we won't be using any of the more exotic materials for any projects, Miss Alford. Ugh, maybe I should have just skipped breakfast entirely. I still don't see the problem. I'm going crazy. Once you've all had the proper safety handling course in the second semester, you'll be allowed to use oil-based paints. Oh. Okay, I see, I understand now. Until that time, however, all the assignments will require safer supplies. Now, since we've pivoted to this, might as well finish the full video. Oh, yo, what? Hold on. Olivia, what are you drinking there? Can I get some? The grumpy gator holds a hand to her throat, mumbling to herself as she grabs a metal flask and drinks from it. Cheers. The entire display from her was mystifying, at odds with how Ben and Liz described Olivia. In fact, it kind of reminded me of me. I can understand why. After all, Iadakan is letting Ben and I use some of his equipment in photography. That thrill of experimentation, of new possibilities. No doubt that it brings a creative spark to her eyes. Eyes that fill with pure malice as they stare daggers my way. Uh-oh. Dot. Oh, was I staring? Oops. Before I can offer an apology, she already had her hands on the wheels. She rolls up to Iadakan's desk. He leans forward intently. I can't make out anything that's said through the video, but going by the occasional glare back, it's not hard to imagine. Crap, I really didn't mean to offend. Iadakan notices I'm watching and motions for me to come forward. Slowly, I shift out of my seat and approach the desk. What happened? What'd I do? Alright, there's something going on here. Iadakan speaks in a hushed tone. There's something going on here. Just loud enough for me to hear over the makeshift what? Oh, makeshift matinee. Okay.
Olivia's telling me you're making goofy faces at her.
No, I said she's been staring at me all throughout class. Huh. It's weird. Like he's never seen someone like me. Can't you move him to a different seat?
Now hold on a sec there, Olivia. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding.
Mr. Iadakan. It's like she's a different person here. She fishes out a canteen of water and brings it to her mouth.
You're given a lot of leeway when it comes to seat assignment, but asking for something like this.
I just want him to leave me alone. She sips again. What's that about?
Well then, Inco, you tell us. What's on your mind? You can't have disagreements between classmates this early in the year.
I'm confused. I didn't know there was any disagreement between us.
Well, sometimes it's the little things you do that you don't even think about that affect people the most. Anything like that come to mind?
I shake my head. Olivia's glare doesn't diminish away from my field of view. I mean, I've been a bit curious about her since we sat next to each other, and I'm friends with some of her friends. We all sat together at lunch yesterday. Iadakan nods to himself thoughtfully.
It sounds like he just wants to hang out, Olivia.
Her face scrunches at the mere thought.
Ugh. Oh. With him?
Not really interested. He's distracting me from my classwork. I want to watch the video without being gawked at. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Does that resolve the issue for you, Olivia?
No, I don't want some buddy in this class. There he goes. He goes to take another sip, but ends up turning the canteen upside down. All out.
Olivia, you can go fill that up if you want. ... You won't be missing anything. The video's nothing you don't already know, I'm sure.
Olivia eyes me suspiciously and slowly moves out the door towards the nearest water fountain. Iadakan sighs. Oh. Music change. Sounds a tad bit more serious.
Alright.
He leans back in his chair with his arms resting behind his head.
Inco, I told you yesterday if the air needs clearing to do it yourself. Now she's in a mood because you were staring at her like a weirdo. And here I thought you two would get along. She even gave you that sketch she made of you. Truthfully, I'm impressed, but here we are. What's going on, big guy?
Again, sorry. It's been a pretty busy few days. So is this the third day still? I thought it was like later in the week. I could be wrong. Yeah, I've gotten into a cool friend group. We're all gonna sit together at lunch. Olivia's there too. She didn't say much, but I got her a soda. Don't know why she's so upset at me.
It's nothing personal, Inco.
It's not?
She's reticent.
Reticent?
Especially when it comes to change.
Resistant? No, that's not resistant.
If you're at her lunch period too, I can see why she'd be wary of you.
If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Iadakan.
Yes?
Why is she so open with you?
How do you mean?
Just now, she spoke more in that conversation than all the other times I've seen her yesterday. I saw the canteen. I figured it's something to do with her voice, but it's surprising.
Her water bottle's the other way around. It's unfortunate, but she just really rarely talks at all. And I guess she just really trusts me. I've known her since she was a freshman. She seemed to gravitate towards art, and how I taught it. And soon enough, I took her under my wing.
But she lives with Damien, right? He's at the lunch table and she still barely talks to him.
Poor kid. Hope he's doing alright.
He seems to be alright. But yeah, she's distant to everyone else. So much so I keep hearing weird things about her. Iadakan leans forward in his chair, suddenly attentive.
Is this about you gossiping with Ben yesterday?
A bit. He showed up to the table and said something about her being the same after she left. Probably some drama there, but I don't want to pry. He nods. But also, Liz told me some weird things too. He stops nodding. Ooh.
I know her. Is something wrong?
No. She just said I shouldn't get invested in being her friend. Everyone's being real weird about it, so I was curious for myself. Guess that's why I was looking at her weird. Sorry. Iadakan rubs his temples.
Aye. It's worse than I thought.
What is?
I'll put it this way. You've met 3 people that know Olivia, other than me. Of the 3, only one thinks highly of her, and the other 2 start unloading drama on anyone willing to listen. In this case, you. No wonder you're confused.
I hadn't thought of it like that.
I don't blame you. You shouldn't be involved in anything stupid. High schoolers, you know.
I guess. Iadakan inhales, collecting his thought.
Important question then. Do you really want to be Olivia's friend?
Huh? I mean, I guess.
You guess?
A judging eyebrow is raised my way.
Are you really? Or just curious about her?
He seems pretty serious about this. Yes, then. Olivia returns to class and rolls right back up to the desk. Back. Have you changed his desk yet? Iadakan nudges his head towards me expectingly, prodding me on. I'm sorry I distracted you during class, Olivia. She looks to Iadakan and gets a similar nod. Sure? I mean, you're welcome. I mean, thanks. Shit. But, no, really. I don't want to be distracted.
Come on now, Olivia. The least you could do is give him another chance. You never know.
I don't really want to know. I guess he's, like, friends with Damien, but I don't really want to, you know. Not in this class. But I'd like to be your friend. She stops and raises an eyebrow. Lots of these going around recently. Like she was expecting this response. She looks to Iadakan for help.
Actually, Olivia, I also think he'd make a good friend for you.
Let's go, Iadakan, yeah! Help me out here. What? His words are like a battering ram.
I'm simply saying to give Inco here a chance.
I can almost see the imaginary bulwark she hid behind slowly crumbling from what Iadakan was saying.
You both are quite similar at heart, though you may have different methods. Perhaps you'll find some compromise behind the cynicism and naivete if you work together.
Finally, the last fragments of her imaginary fortress collapse. Olivia can only look at the art teacher with timid confusion painted across her features.
Well, I don't... Are you for real, Mr. Latkin?
I am. He's actually in another class of mine. I've seen him. He's passionate about his camera like you are with a brush. And I do expect great things from him.
Oh, whoa, hold on, back it up there. Mr. Latkin. Oh, he expects great things from me. Which means I have to do great. I must do great.
Okay. Sorry. I really thought, Oh!
Oops, she accidentally bit her tongue. Her mouth is clamped shut.
It's just my opinion. You can make your own choices, Olivia.
She nods furiously.
Oh, the movie's about to end. You two should get back to your seats. Are we good here?
Olivia side-eyes me again and nods once more.
All right.
He motions for us to skedaddle. Olivia backs away to her spot. Thanks, Mr. Latkin.
For what? I just gave an opinion. I'm serious. It's up to the two of you if you want to be friends. Don't screw it up.
He waves me off again and gets up to flip the lights. I get back to my seat and stare absent-mindedly at the projected screen as I digest Latkin's words. He said he only gave his opinion, but it seems like he also gave me an opportunity to take the right steps in connecting with Olivia. And with what he said about her being passionate with a brush, it's gotten me even more curious about her artistic prowess. Speaking of whom, I notice that she occasionally gives me a side eye. I don't think she can see my eye due to the dim lighting combined with my shades. She stares at me with a sense of strange curiosity, almost as if she's trying to get a read of me from my face alone. But from what I can tell by her facial cues, she seems confused and almost shaken up. It's like she wants to say something, but keeps on backing away at the last second. Guess her mind is also jostling around from Latkin's words. Yeah. Our teacher flicks the light switch, and I feel my retina burn from the bright lamp lights, even with my sunglasses.
Alright, normally in your first week we'd be doing something simple, like a color swatch wheel. However, I think you all can manage something a bit more advanced.
The Gator Girl's head whipped around at the word advanced. Whatever Olivia was thinking before regarding me seems to be forgotten, as she focuses almost entirely on the teacher. Mr. Latkin holds up a stack of paper for us to see.
First things first, I'd like you all to fill out these topic sheets so that I know you understand how to safely handle oil-based paints. Last thing we need is another burnt-down classroom.
The way Latkin says those words makes me imagine some pretty horrible outcomes.
Once you've finished your sheets, bring them to me so I can review them. I'll be giving you the permission sheet after I know you lot won't set yourselves on fire or poison everyone.
The Alistar guy in front of me hands back the stack, and I take a page. Where wasn't I in the front though? And I take a page from it before handing the rest to the Diplo girl behind me. My eyes scan over the sheet. What grade of mask do snouts longer than 3 inches require? And a realization hits me. I didn't see the first half of that video. My eyes scan over the page, and I groan when I see questions I've got no answers for. All of them pertaining to dinosaur anatomy. The art teacher looks directly at me, and then to the side. I tried to decipher this meaning, following his eyes. Oh! I turned in my seat and leaned closer to Olivia. Hey,
What? What now? What? What is it? I'm not going to let you draw me.
I just need help. I just need help. What the hell? Looking at her paper, I see that she's already answered the questions I couldn't. I show her my own page, tapping the upper section that was still blank. Olivia groans and looks to Iadakan pleadingly. All she gets for her troubles is a thumbs up.
Fine. Fine. Here.
She holds out her sheet for me. Wait, isn't this cheating? The art teacher wouldn't... When did he get to his desk? Why does he have a sleeping mask? Guy is out! If I look over the answers, I still learn the safety procedures. So what's the difference in the end? That must be what he's thinking. Hopefully. Either that, or he doesn't care. I copy the words from Olivia's sheet, doing my best to at least rephrase them. Some of my classmates are already walking up to Iadakan's desk. He's barely reading the pages, not even taking the sleeping mask off. How is he barely reading if he's got a mask on? He shouldn't be doing any reading. Thanks, Olivia.
Whatever.
Olivia finishes her page in a few seconds and wheels herself to the desk too. The last answer I'm fairly confident on. Like what flashpoint means. I get up and go to Iadakan's desk and set my safety assignment down. Good. Here's your permission slip to use hazardous paints. He didn't even bother to look over my worksheet. He lifts the eye mask from his face and looks at me with one eye. What? Most of that stuff doesn't apply to you, Inco. Just don't drink the paint or get it in your eyes, and you'll be okay. Yes, Mr. Iadakan. Attaboy! Now go back out to your desk and wait for class to end. Tomorrow I'll be starting you all on something simple. Like painting a cube or a ball. Yeah, model dodgeball painting. Ooh. The eye mask drops down and I return to my seat. The class clock reads 5 minutes until lunch. Olivia's back to leering at me. I consider what I should do or say, some sort of icebreaker. Mr. Iadakan said we're similar, that I can see some of what he means. But I'm a photographer, and she's a painter. So a cubist and a dadist walk into a bar. Bing bong, thank God. Have a good lunch now. The moment the bell rings, Olivia shoves most of her things into her backpack, and not caring if her notebook gets crushed. Once she zips up, she races out of the classroom. Guess she doesn't want to get caught in the chaos of the lunchroom stampede. Oh dear God, neither do I. ... I got caught in the stampede. I managed to avoid getting stuck in the frenzy. Oh, I didn't get caught. By shuffling along the wall the long way around the lunchroom. It's a bit longer, but at least there's less risk of getting used as an improvised meat club. Hey, why don't I just go in through the courtyard? It's right there next to the table. Damn it. Next time. Hey, isn't there a palm tree or something by the table now? Never seen one with a trunk that's green, it's Liz. I get around the last of the crowd and approach the table. Damien's there, chowing down on a sandwich, stacked with various meats. And like yesterday, Olivia's already at the table. Did I still not get lunch? Hey Damien, you've seen Liz? Thought she was joining us for lunch. Without a word, Damien points to the palm tree next to us. Yeah. Oh, crap, that's not a tree. I look up to see Liz's head in the rafters, prodding at the vines on the ceiling. Oh, she's eating the vines. Okay. The ceiling was a lot lower in the computer lab, so I couldn't really tell as easily, but that neck is long. Anyways. Hey, Liz. How's it going?
Hey, Inco. Couldn't see you from up here till I heard you.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead to get my food from the vending machines again. Making my way over to the vending machines, I do the same song and dance I did last time. A card swipe and a few button presses later earned me a couple cans of soda, 2 bags of chips, and a few candy bars. I am going to be so fat if I don't change this. It's not like when the teachers ask if you brought enough candy for everyone. Only now it's true. No, it's like when the teacher asks if you brought enough candy for everyone. I head back to our table, the bundle of food stuff in my makeshift pouch, and distribute them. Not only that, I'm also buying stuff for these guys as well. I'm gonna be fat and poor if I don't change my ways. Olivia gets her share, but she doesn't say anything. Sweet. Crap. What was his voice? What was it? Sweet. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. I don't remember what it was.
Aw, why thank you, Inco. Damien, if you'd be so kind.
Already on it. I don't remember. Damien cracks open a can of soda, just as Liz lowers her head next to him. She's wearing a novelty soda cap. Oh. He's got a... that's funny. He then speed swaps the old can with the new one, almost like he's swapping wheels on a Formula 1 racer.
Thank you.
No problemo. Liz's head cranes back up to the top of the ceiling to continue eating the foliage. So, Nico. Wasn't I NIC? Whatever. So, Nico, how's your day been so far? It's been pretty decent, I'd say. I'm mostly looking forward to photography, since Ben will show me some good photo spots. Cool. Damien just nods as he continues to munch on his sandwich. I think he's zoned out about halfway through my sentence. Oh, and also, Liz helped me submit my contest entry. Awesome! Can always rely on Liz to help you out.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Damien.
Just saying the honest truth. Liz entered the contest too, right? Everyone must be trying to win the cash prize.
The money's okay.
Was the cash prize? What was the cash prize again? I think he said something about that. I don't remember. Liz comes down again with a mouthful of leaves. Her hands hold up a tray with each segment filled with a different sauce.
But the real prize is having your submission featured on the sponsor's magazine cover and in a featured article.
How is she still articulate?
Do you have any idea how great that looks on our resume? Heck, and I could probably get a scholarship with that alone.
Whoa, you really got all this planned out. What'd you submit? She takes a moment to swallow her salad and then shares a huge grin.
I submitted my best digital art piece.
Oh, what is it?
Here.
The tray is set aside so she can bring out her phone to show Damien and me her entry. It looks like a village townhouse piece, but very rustic and classy. It looks pretty good. Yo, that's so cool. That looks so realistic.
Thanks. Took me about a week to really blend some of the more fanciful elements into each other. I based it off my grandfather's home from the old country.
This is amazing. You can't even tell that this whole thing's digital art at all. Damien grabs hold of Liz's phone and turns it towards Olivia. Hey, Olivia. She jumps up, having been suddenly made relevant to the conversation she was just spectating.
What? I'm not giving these chips back. They're mine.
What? I was just gonna show you Liz's entry. Olivia narrows her eyes and leans over to see the image on Liz's phone. She then looks up and gives Damien a quick nod before returning to eating her chips. Damien's smile falters a little at her minimal response, though he's back to his usual grin as Liz takes back her phone. Ooh. Wow, Liz, I didn't know you were so into digital painting. That looks great. Do you plan on being an artist after graduating?
Oh, thanks! Well, no. I don't plan on being an artist per se. The plan is to be an antiques dealer, specifically with arts.
What's that mean? What do you mean, what's that mean? My guy's idiots. It means she buys the splattered canvases everyone else just uses for money laundering.
Or, no, it'll be the real deal stuff. There's a real market out there for it. So I'm taking the AP business class and using the school's prestigious art program. That's actually why I picked this place out. There's a real elite section of graduates from here.
Oh, you're the school treasurer too, right?
Sure am. I'm doing everything to make sure I'm ready for the real deal. I do love painting, though. It's not just an ends to a means. Maybe that's why I want to get into training. I can get to the real people the right art they need.
That's very thoughtful. Huh. I should start thinking of my future more. I wonder what Olivia thinks about this, if it even interests her. Damien is just exaggeratedly nodding his head up and down, and I don't know if he's agreeing with Liz or head banging to some tune playing in his head. Sigh. Sigh. Question mark. I looked to the side to see Olivia staring down at the chip bag, looking pensive. I guess I'm not the only one that's a bit worried about our long-term plans after school compared to Liz. But we got the whole year still. What about you, Damien? Don't really have a big goal yet. Only reason I'm here is because it's the closest school to our home.
Damien, you know I keep telling you about planning ahead.
I know. But I like keeping my options open. So, what are you doing in school? I just picked out any class that seemed interesting to me. Though I gotta say, home economics class is pretty fun. I get to make food in class and eat it too.
From learning skills in a class like that, you'd be a perfect husband.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
Bye, Liz.
But to get back to my point, that art contest. If I win and get that interview, it's an insane advantage.
I'll say. By the by, Olivia, did you submit something for the art contest? Oh. She looks away, slightly deflated. ... No.
Really? Oh crap! I might have a chance then.
Hey, Liz, that sounds a certain way.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Olivia rolls her eyes and merely goes back to munching on her chips. Mr. Iadakan said you were really into painting. I really liked the portrait you made. Uh-oh. Oopsie. Whoa, she what? Her suspicious leer is now replaced by a murderous gaze. Yep. Lunch is the perfect time to eat my feet. I haven't actually seen any of her real work, only something she'd done out of boredom. Olivia's eyes close as she inhales deeply, the air of neutrality returning to her once she reopens them. She looks me up and down again, as though something will be different this time. Can't. What's that mean? Besides, even if I could, they're gonna be looking for the best artists here. So you gotta show that to them with how good your art is. But I just don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity Damien's face is frozen mid-bite, his sandwich losing its meat integrity by the second as his eyes flick between Olivia and I. I can practically hear the blaring alarm in his head as his brain catches fire trying to connect dots.
I want to be judged for my art and not...
Olivia struggles to formulate the next few words and lets out a weary sigh.
It would just feel undeserved.
How?
Yeah, how? Damien, shush!
Has that ever happened before? Do people really do that?
You weren't here, you weren't there for it. Some losers used to even tell me to take advantage of it.
Why not? Ooh. Guy, read the emotions. Ooh. That was a bad move. Dude, seriously?
Why? So I constantly get reminded of myself? So I can't separate myself from my work? So I can get complacent? So I can get complacent being worse? So I can eventually rely on it? So the playing field can be even?
That's a lot all at once. I'm not even sure I got all of that. But it definitely touched a nerve I shouldn't have. No, sorry. My bad. Let me get out of here. Olivia brushes her hair down.
Look, I don't want to get awards and praise I haven't earned. I'm serious. I'm seriously not that good. I really wouldn't win.
She sighs and takes a long sip of cola. Can I see some of your work?
No.
Man, she really shouldn't put herself down like that. I get it. A lot of the students here are crazy good at arts. Some are probably better now than I ever will be, and they're just starting. Pretty scary to think about. I mean, like that landscape of the city near the principal's office. Landscape? Hold on, I took a shot of it. It's a bit tough getting my camera out now with all the books I needed for class in the way. I'll lay out the contents of my backpack, taking my treasured DSLR out last. After finding the shot in question in the menus, I turn the display towards everyone else so they can see the glamour shots. A freshman made that painting. Just from looking at it, I can see why it won first place. It's Olivia's. It's Olivia's painting.
I drew that.
Oh.
Her name is on it. Her name is on it, isn't it?
My brain finally makes the connection with the signature on the mural. That was you?
Is it that much of a shocker to you?
Quite a bit, yeah. Looks amazing.
I mean, it's whatever. Had to have some dumb guide help me out. So it isn't like I was the one who did it at all.
So when you say you can't enter, it's because you already won once?
Yeah, basically.
She looks away from us, eating her chips in silence. I've heard the expression of being one's worst critic, but I've never expected Olivia to kick herself this hard. ... I'm mentally kicking myself thrice over just for thinking that last part. What? Something wrong, Liz? Did she bite her tongue or something? Why is she imitating one of those pitcher plants right now? Liz?
What's with the look, long neck? Just surprised to see you in better spirits, is all. You're making it weird. Don't make it weird.
Yeah, it's been ages, Olivia. To think Randy like Inky here got you to open up like this in just 2 days. He gestures to me. Am I still Inky? Why am I Inky? I forgot. Oh, Inco. What did you do, man? The girl in question freezes, Damien's thoughtless comments having thrust her into self-awareness. And she just leaves. Olivia, wait! She's gone.
Well, she did give a warning.
Yeah. I was just excited. She was making good progress. The rest of lunch we spent trying to talk about Liz's art process. Damien looked like he wanted to try to bring Olivia back into the conversation, but no one had any idea where she had gone. Still, a part of me thinks she wants to talk. So why doesn't she? Sadly, a question for another time, as Olivia's departure seems to signal the end of lunch. At least Liz and Damien waved goodbye. ... Leaving me to clean up all the trash from the table, including everything I'd removed from my backpack. ... Alright. I'm gonna end it here. Okay. We're learning some stuff. We're learning some history. We're learning about people. We're seeing new people. We're learning some history between Liz, Damien, and Olivia. We got a few projects going on, and we're getting this budding friendship going with Olivia. Let's go! Mr. Iadakan's a real one for helping us out right there. Real wingman. But anyway, I hope you all are enjoying this as much as I am. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.